everybody, Jim Shear here with your VH1 Top 20 Video Countdown. Still hanging out at the Crosby Street Hotel in New York City, and still hanging out with Chester Bennington and Mike Shinoda of Linkin Park. Right now we have Waiting for the End from you guys, one of my favorite songs of 2010. When I first listened to the song, I liked your parts better. And then as I listened to the song more, I'm like, I like Chester's too. And then I was going back and forth. I'm like, do I want more of Mike on the song or more of Chester on the song? Did you guys go through that when you were writing it?
Well, the song started off, that stuff that's happening in the beginning of the song, the heavier beat and the rapping, kind of like rapping thing, that was the earliest demo of the song. And the song was really all about that. It was just that. And it felt so one-dimensional just being that. Like it needed something else to... some other dynamic. So we were playing around with it in the studio, and oftentimes what we'll do is we'll break the song down to like its most basic form, which in this case was like we just had the beat playing and my vocal playing, and it would stop and then beat. And Chester started flipping around. He records little like ideas into his phone.
This particular melody, the Waiting for the End line melody, was one of my what would Paul McCartney do moments. I actually have a little bracelet that says, WWPMD on it, and I look at it for inspiration sometimes.
Scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs. Exactly. It was a scrambled eggs moment.
But when you were playing your cell phone recordings, I believe Mike said, "Whoa."
I know. Like there have been a few times in the studio, especially on this record, when I just hear something that somebody's doing, and it sends me into like hyperdrive. Like I know I can hear. It sounds weird. It sounds weird, but I can hear what the other instruments are supposed to be doing too. So he did that, and I went, okay, I heard it. Like go back to the one, and he was like trying to find. He was picking through all these different demos.
I was hoping it was that one, but it was so off that
we had listened to like 15 of them.
Yeah, it was so far away. I think from what we had been thinking of for the song that I almost didn't believe that could have been the one. I was like hoping that was the melody because I really wanted to do something with it, but it just ended up happening to be the right mixture of melody and simplicity with this great, super melodic rapping part that Mike had done. And what I love about this song is it's a very deep song, but at the same time, it's not so serious that you could sit down at the pool with a margarita in the summertime and play the song, and it's like a party song. Yep. But at the same, and on the other end, it's really a very it's a very thoughtful song, and it's all about holding on to that little glimmer of hope that we all need to have at some moments in our lives.
Would you like to introduce it? Number 12 this week.
Number 12. I'm Mike.
I'm Chester. We're from Linkin Park,
and this is Waiting for the End.
There you go, Waiting for the End from Linkin Park, still hanging out at the Crosby Street Hotel in New York City with 2/5 of Linkin Park?
2/6.
2/6, my bad.
Or 1/3.
It's tough for me to count sometimes. And can we speak about the Linkin Park empire? While you're talking about TV and radio, what is up next? Don't take this in the wrong way, but you guys, you run the operation like a well-oiled business.
Thanks. Well, I think people get, maybe sometimes people get the wrong impression about that, because we do take that stuff seriously, and there's a lot of stuff going on with our band all the time, between the stuff with Linkin Park and Music for Relief and the tours and the albums, etc.
Nothing wrong with charity, though. Nothing wrong with charity.
Thank you. It's but yeah, I think we do the stuff that keeps us entertained too. It's basically like if our albums are really important to us, and we're just trying to do our best to communicate what's going on the record and get it out there to the fans in the best way possible. So,
Yeah, and we also really want to give our fans as much of us as possible. We don't want it to just be you buy the music and you get the one song you like, and then that's the extent of it, and maybe you go to a show. Like, we really want our fans to have access to as much variety of the band as possible, and I think our fans appreciate it. Our fans do a lot for us, and we feel that it's necessary to especially now where people's attention spans, including our own, are so short. that just having one little thing here and one little thing there is kind of, I don't know, it's just seems kind of boring and not interesting, and we want to give our fans as much of ourselves as possible and keep things interesting.
And 1,000 Suns is out now. Pick it up if you don't already own it. We will be back with more Top 20 videos when we come back.